to all of you, and welcome to Stay Positive. This is a channel which is basically there for all my students, all my listeners, and all the people whom I admire a lot. This is for them, which I myself is practicing these days. As I told you that it has been a career of around 14 and a half years as an academician, where I have gone through a lot of things and have acknowledged them, learned from them, and therefore what I am is because of that. So I would like to give few suggestions to the students who look up to me for all the inquisitiveness and all the queries related to uh, examination, how to cope with stress, how to deal with problems, how to come out with solutions for a particular problem. So let's begin. The first and the foremost thing which I would like to tell all my students, all my followers, all the people whom I am just associating with right now is the success mantra of being positive. Stay positive of whatever situation you are facing. Whatever may be the condition, sooner or later you may come across and you will come out of that problem. Being a student, I used to ask this question to a lot of people whom I have looked up to my parents, to my teachers. The only thing which I have been advised by them was to be very clear that what I want to become, what aim I'm having. Because remember, having an aim is the key to achieve your best. This may look like a saying, but it has a very deeper meaning. You don't know what you want to achieve, then what will you work for? How will you aim for? How will you go ahead? What exactly you desire? So the best thing is to decide what you want to be, what you want to become, what you want to have, because that will pave the next step, that what is the next way to achieve that thing which I aim for. To score good marks, what I always tell my student is to be a little more systematic. Being a management teacher and teaching principles of management or maybe the concepts of business management, the very first step is preparation or planning. So first decide what you want to achieve. The next thing is, after you have decided, being aware that what are the best possible alternatives to achieve that. Like when I was preparing for my civil services examination, though I was not able to succeed that, but because of my hard work and because of my persistent uh, temperament, I was able to achieve or crack net with the very first attempt. I got selected for PhD, and in the same year where I felt that it was an end because I wanted to become an administrator, I was landing nowhere, but I landed to a place that I'm associated with the last 14 years. So the learning, the awareness of what you want is to understand that what you desire. Now, the next step is how you are going to achieve what you want to achieve. It is the systematic way, the process we teach in management also, planning. The first step, thinking before moving, doing anything. What you want to become, what you want to have. Plan for that. If you want to score good marks, how much hours, how much time you have devoted for that. Because everyone is doing that. How much attentive you are while you are attending the lectures. How much dedicated you are while you're preparing your notes, how much time you are devoting for other activities, because that is also an important aspect of our personality. We cannot just only sleep or maybe study or maybe do one thing. It's something which is coming every day to us. So we have to plan ourselves that this is the time I'll spend with my friend. This is the time I'll study. This is the time I'll allocate some other things. This is the time I'll stay with my connected with my parents and my family members or my dear ones, because that is also important. And one very important thing which needs to be taken care of is digital well-being. How much time we are devoting to all these gadgets, all these on the screen time we are dedicated to. So how much time we are dedicating to that, that is also one of the important ways through which will help us in defining that how I can make my idea or I can make my dream come into reality. Never stop the learning, because life never stops teaching. Every day from the time we are born till the time we are there on earth, we are learning something. It doesn't matter that how well or how educated or how much degrees I have. I try to learn something new, something which adds more value, which is of my interest every day. I told number of things to my students that I'm doing a lot of certifications, I'm doing certain online degrees, certain things which are through which I'm upgrading myself. I want to be a person who is trying to acquire new things, to upgrade, to sustain, and to live up to the expectation of the stakeholders. So that for that reason, I need to be learning every day, because life will never stop. Every day, every step you take, whether you succeed or you fail, you learn from that. And that experience teaches you or paves the way for success, which is coming in the later years. So you have to remember this thing, that you have to not stop learning. Learning is the key to success in today's era. And as I told you, number of times when we attempt, like I said to you, that I had appeared in UPSC examination, I was not successful in that. I was not able to achieve what I desired. But the other thing which I learned is being persistent. Failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. So maybe I may not have got what I desired, but I got something which I was deep to me. As an educator now, I am spending around 14 years, 14 and a half years I have spent as an educator, and the fulfillment, the feeling of joy, the feeling of learning, the feeling of association which I am getting from my student is a thing which makes me happy every day. I feel a lot elated with that. I have been associated with such a lot of students, good lot of students, bunch of students. Experiences is what makes things different, and that is what we are learning. But that is again, sometimes you succeed, sometimes you fail, but you should not stop learning, because failure are the stepping stone towards success. If you are persistent, if you know that out of five, if you fail four times, one time you will learn from them and definitely succeed. So failure is an opportunity to begin again more intelligently, learning from your mistakes and making those threat area your strong point so that you can achieve what you desire to. Success is not the absence of failure, it is persistence through failure. Persistence, being determined that whatever may happen, I will achieve what I want to. I want this thing. Maybe it takes a little time. I'm not able to succeed, but what are my loopholes? What are the drawbacks? What are the barriers that are there lying behind between me and my aim? That we have to identify. So we need to be persistent. We need to understand that life is something which teaches you everything. Even when you fail, you learn that there's something you are lagging behind, because self acknowledgement, self knowledge, self awareness is the most important thing that you need to learn. And if you learn that, if you understand that failure will be there, definitely they are one of the important aspects of life, but they teach you of becoming better, of coming out. beautifully well in the world where you face a lot of things. So these are few of the things which I wanted you people to understand. Thanks for listening to it. Thanks for giving time to it. And I feel like these are my experiences. And I told you, as I said, that life is something which keeps you teaching, which teach you every new step every day. So keep learning, keep admiring, and thanks till we meet again in my next lecture. Bye.